Okay, welcome back again to Ghost Story Part 5, Bellevue Biltmore. As I said, we ran down the stairs after the big bang hit, like, right next to my mom's head. And when we were down there, we shut the door, and then my mom had just seen and turned around to see if she could get back in there, and it was locked. And we started walking around after that, and my mom was talking about, like, how it sounded and why she jumped and ran. And we noticed that all of the doors on the third floor that were supposed to be locked were open. They were all unlocked. All of them. All of them. Ooh, it got a little blurry. But yeah, all of them. All of them. And we didn't want to keep going into, like, different rooms because we didn't know who was actually staying on that floor. So we didn't poke around too much in any of the other rooms there. Oh, excuse me. But shortly after we had been up there, oh, that's right, before we started walking around and all of the doors were unlocked, a guard, like a watch guard guy, came by and was just like, hey, what are you guys doing? How did you guys get up there? Because I guess they had saw us being able to get up there. And we said, well, all of the doors were unlocked. We were able to get up there. That's how. And he said, that doesn't make sense. I went around and I made sure all of the doors were locked on this floor. He's like, so I don't understand how you guys got up there. And I said, well, when we went to go try it, it was unlocked. That's all we can tell you. So that's kind of scary to think. I think it wanted us to go up there, or whatever was up there wanted us to go up there, because the fact that all of those doors, even the honeymoon thing, was open. It was all open for us to walk around and do whatever. And so yeah, the guard was just swearing, no, I locked everything. I locked everything. I locked everything. And we're like, okay. And so we just continued. I mean, we didn't get in trouble or anything, because I mean, it was unlocked, and how, he knows we're looking around at ghosts, so how can he blame us? He's pretty chill. He just said, don't go into rooms. Please do not go up to the fourth floor, yada, yada, yada. And we're like, okay. So I think that's about it that I can remember anyway. Every night we could always hear that there were people upstairs, even though there wasn't. And around the grounds it was haunted, but it was very beautiful. And I'm kind of sad that it is no longer available anymore. Because I would have loved to go back. But it's not really going to be the same anymore. Sorry, like I said, my kitty's laying right there. But yeah, it's just not going to be the same because they don't have the same amount of stuff there anymore, because they had decided to tear it down because they weren't able to renovate it, so they weren't making money, At least I'm pretty sure that's all. That's all. I can't think of anything else that happened there that was particularly spooky, other than the normal, hearing things, feeling watched in the shower, seeing things out of the corner of your eye constantly, always feeling like you're being watched, always, no matter where you were. I know I was in the shower and I had my mom, because even though it was daytime, I just kept feeling like I was being stared at. And I was in the shower and I started singing, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I've got no privacy, while I was in the shower. Because it did. It felt like somebody was watching me the whole time I was in that shower. Because like I said, we were there for, I can't remember, it was like 3 or 4 days to a week. But yeah, that was a lot of like scary, spooky crap that kind of happened there. So if you stuck around and watched all parts, thank you. And I have more ghost stories as well. This kind of turned into a long Bellevue Biltmore kind of thing. But I mean, I have so many more experiences. I had my own ghost hunting crew for a while when I was 19. And we went to like cemeteries and homes. My mom had her own ghost hunting. She actually was featured in a show. Because my mom was getting good traction, and then she ended up finding out she didn't know until years later that she got the attachment, and it was a really bad one to cause her spinal depression and a whole bunch of other stuff. So she kind of stopped doing her spiritual stuff and psychic stuff and ghost hunting stuff after that, because it just kind of spiraled. And then once the attachment went away, things got better, obviously. But yeah, my mom did that, and I kind of went along with her on her crew, doing ghost hunting stuff with them too. Because again, I've been spiritually inclined my whole life. I've always been able to hear and see things. Things have been happening to me since I was a little girl. And apparently it's been happening to me since I was a baby, and I didn't know until my mom told me, which kind of creeps me out, because there was some stuff that I'm sure gave me some trauma as a baby, and I don't know how to work through that stuff because I was a baby and I don't even remember any of that stuff. But my mom said stuff happened when I was little. So yeah, if you want to know more stories, ghost stories, or more information about like the different haunts that we went to or any of that kind of stuff, let me know. It's always fun to experience that stuff. So yeah, just let me know, and have a beautiful, wonderful day. And thanks for sticking along for all these parts.